Hello, hello. There's nothing quite like booting this game up. Just the ambiance of the music. It's so mysterious, and honestly, when I first started this game, I had no clue what I was in for, but it looked really cool. But I had no idea that I would be this completely invested in this game. So, yeah, I love the startup. It's so exciting to boot this game up for the first time on the day, and yeah, I'm excited to play more. We are heading into day number 78, and this is part 47 of our playthrough. Pretty incredible where we are at. Before we started, though, I did want to show a little bit of the homework I've been doing, because I'm obsessed with this game. So I actually screenshotted all of my treasure trove boxes, the chests, and memos that we have gotten so far. So I'm going to show all of those here on screen and kind of run through them a little bit. So this is the treasure trove treasure. This is what I believe is the actual treasure of the trove. And this is found by drafting treasure trove, or ending your day in treasure trove while you have the blessing of the monk. It allows you to draft it in the outer room, and this is the chest that was found, and it's clearly very different than the other ones we've seen in treasure trove. It has the sigil for Orinda Ares. It looks very old. Even the keyhole is shaped like Orinda Ares, like the sigil, the realm sigil. So I believe 100% that this is the true treasure of the trove. The notes, the memos that we've gotten so far also lead me to believe that this is it too. But the question is, how do we get a key? And so far, the memos haven't really told us how to find the key. So we got to keep drafting it in hopes that it will. So that's obviously one of our number one goals, but I did take pictures of everything. So this is actually box number 1, and this is memo number 1. So what I thought might be interesting, I kind of started the process, is to go through this at the beginning here and just go through the memos we've gotten and see if we can get a pretty good idea of what memos are true and what are false. And there might be a few that we're still a little iffy on, but I got it started because I believe this one in a white moon box is false. It says the green memos you find in this room will always be true. I think there are definitely green memos that are true. Green seems to be the color that kind of goes either way. Blue is generally true. Red is generally false. But I also don't think that's a 100% on any of those when it comes to treasure trove. And so you really have to lay these all out. That's why I thought it was important to take the pictures of the boxes, because the boxes are going to help us with the memos and deciphering these. So I think this one is false. I believe this blue moon box with the blue memo that says green memos and white boxes are always lies is true. So we got to remember that rule. So I'm going to kind of go through these, and then we'll try and compare as much as we can. I also have them all written down in my notebook with what they are, so I can kind of refer back and forth. They're kind of on some different pages, but I have them laid out in order on like 3 pages, so it makes it easy for me to flip through. The blue sun, which says on a green memo, the true treasure of the trove is not in the house. And I do completely believe that this is, in fact, a true statement. The reason I do is because I believe that from what I have found, and we will cover this, but boxes with the sun on them are gonna always be true, and especially it being a blue box with the sun, even more reason for it to be true. I also, based on what we have found, this guy right here, this is not in the house technically. It is the outer room, so believe that is true. But from what we found from some of our other boxes, I believe suns, unless we find something to counter that, I believe boxes with the sun are going to be true. So this one is a white box with kind of these wavy lines. I've just kind of, for my own sake, have called them flames. I would say they're like waves, or could be wind, but I don't know. Flames just was easy for me to distinguish what those might be. So, because we have sun, moon, and I guess you could, I don't know. We're not really stars, so I don't really know. Wind might be the right answer, but I've already gone with flames, so we're not changing at this point. But we have a white flame box, and then this one is a red handwritten note that says, the previous box in this room contained a true statement. And what we know about red notes, and specifically red handwritten notes, is that they are true. And based on believing that box 3 is true, then we would also believe this to be true. So we're gonna mark this as true. Which is a white flame box, and maybe there's something that could contradict that with the white flames, but for now, I feel pretty good about that being true. We go on to box number 5, and there's also a white flame, which is pretty interesting. And this says, on a green note, 2 realms have the same color banner. And based on what we know, some of these are based on what we know about the realms, which is great, or information that we've gathered in this game. So this being white flame, but a green note or memo, I believe to be false, because we don't have 2 realms that have the same banner, same color banner, that is, even still, to our knowledge, unless there's some 9th realm hiding somewhere that we're not aware of. But so we'll say that one's false. This is a black moon, and it is a green box that says, boxes marked with moon symbol always contain false statements. So this one's weird because it has a statement about the box that it is in. And so if you were to say this statement itself is true, in itself, it would make the statement false by being true, because it is in a moon box. So it kind of creates a weird paradox that cannot exist. So I believe this has to be false because of that, because the statement could be false and still work, because the statement being that always contain false statements can be false because it says always. This just means that boxes marked with moon sometimes contain false statements, because in this case, I guess don't always would be the right way to phrase that. Boxes marked with moon don't always contain false statements. So sometimes they're false and sometimes they are true. And in this case, it was false. So I feel good about that one too, being false. So that brings us to box number 7, and again, another white flame. And this is a red statement that says, the true treasure of the trove is not in this room. So, a red memo, not handwritten, certainly leads me to believe it's false. Plus, based on what we know, from finding the box, the true treasure of the trove is actually in this room, just not in the house. Kind of crazy, but that's a neat little. I don't know. The way those are both phrased is pretty clever. Because you would think, okay, if it's not in this house, it's not in this room. But actually, it is in this room, just not in when the room is in the house. So pretty crazy. I like that. I think that's really clever. I'm pretty certain that makes sense to me. So, black sun. I believe suns are always true. So, and that this is actually the one that tells us that all boxes marked by sun contain memos that are true. Now, it could certainly be a false statement, but everything that I have found with the sun to this point, I believe is true. Also, the fact that this is a blue memo, there's nothing that would tell me that there's nothing we have found that would tell me that this statement is false. Everything being a blue memo, being in a moon box, and it says moons are true. So it also doesn't use the word always, which is a little different than the other ones. I think the fact that it doesn't use the word always actually helps, because it just says marked by sun contain memos that are true. If it said always true, then you could say, okay, it could be false and it could be sometimes. But in this case, it's kind of one or the other. It contains memos that are true, or if it was false, then it contains memos that are not true, which would mean false. So I think there's a important distinction between having the word always or not. So far, we're pretty good. We've got all of these marked down, but I think it starts to get a little trickier from here. So we have a blue moon box. We don't have any information about blue moon boxes at the moment. We know that boxes marked with moon do not always contain false statements, but they sometimes do. So this could go either way. And this one says, pink boxes marked with the moon always contain false statements. So I think I tentatively believe this one is false. Actually, excuse me. I tentatively believe that this one is actually true, that pink boxes marked with the moon always contain false statements. I think because it specifies the pink boxes, but I'm not 100%. So we might leave this one blank for now. I don't have it written on my notes what I chose, but the next box leads me, because it's talking about pink moon boxes. The next one leads me to believe that this could be true, but I'm not 100% sure. And I don't know if we have a way to completely tell yet. Because here's a pink moon, and this one is a green handwritten, and it says, there is no realm that flies the white flag. And we know that Morajai does fly the white flag. So this is for sure false, which is why I would lean towards the previous one potentially being true, the blue moon. But we'll have to compare to some of these next ones. Okay, we go on to box number 11, and this is a pink flame, as we call it, which I don't believe we have any information on pink boxes with flames on them. But this is a red statement, or red memo, and it says, the previous box in this room contained a true statement, and we know that was false for sure. So this is definitely false. False, false, false. I feel very confident in that based on the previous statement. So it's possible these boxes are always false, but I think the red memo in it, not handwritten, leads me to believe it's false. Black sun. I sticking with that suns I believe are true. So let's see what this says. You will need a key to obtain the true treasure of the trove. And for some reason, okay, there we go. So I believe this is true. Based on it being not only it being a sun box, but also, oh, whoops, let's not do that. Not confuse ourselves. But also that we've seen the box and clearly needs a key, so we would mark that as true. 13, a blue moon. I don't know if we have anything about blue moons. We have something about moon, just all moons. That could be true or false. And then we have one about pink boxes with moons. But we don't have anything about a blue moon necessarily. So this one could be true or false. This says blue boxes marked by this symbol, the flame looking symbol, contain false statements. So we don't 100% know if this is true or false. And I don't believe that I've gotten up to this point. You'll see once we go through, but I don't believe we've gotten a blue box with that symbol on it. So we aren't 100% sure on this one. So we'll keep going. White flame. Do we know anything about white flames? I don't think we do. We've had a lot of white flames, but nothing specifically about them. But it is a red memo, and it says green memos in blue boxes are sometimes false. Green memos in blue boxes. So I'm not 100% sure on this one either. Because we haven't green memos and blue boxes. Yeah, we haven't gotten any statements that we know are for sure false that are green memos and blue boxes. So I don't know if this is true or false. So far we've gotten ones that are true, and then we've gotten some that we're a little iffy on. So this is another one where I'm like, I'd like to say that this is false. But I don't know 100%. I don't think I've had anything that for sure tells me this is false. So this is on my list, number 16. I went back through all my VODs and I didn't have anything between these two. So I guess there's two possibilities. One, when I drafted the treasure trove in the outer room, it replaced what the box would have been in here. Or two, I just miscounted. And it's probably likely that I just miscounted. So, blue moon. This is where it starts to get really confusing, because now you're like, the hard part is you're thinking about three different things. Kind of four different things. Color of the box, the symbol in the box, color of the memo, and if it's handwritten or not. So there's lots of like having to match your rules together. It's kind of difficult. So the blue moon, and it's a green memo that says Fen Aries borders a poetic realm. So I definitely believe this one is true. It does border Araja, which is a poetic realm. Unless I'm completely mistaken, but you know, let's double check, because I don't know if I ever actually double checked my notes on Araja, but I'm pretty certain. Find that page. There's so many notes on this game. Araja. Trains, rainy, purple, poetic. Okay, beautiful. So that is confirmed to be true. Beautiful. So that means Blue Moon feels pretty good, at least as being sometimes true. Oops. So, we go to 17, which is the White Flames, and it says it never rains in Arch Aries, which we know Arch Aries is stormy weather. So I would assume lightning, thunderstorms, there's got to be some rain. So I would say this is false. A lot of the White Flame ones have been false. False. There was one White Flame red handwritten that was true, but there's a White Flame green, false. White Flame regular red, false. White Flame red could be true, but we're not sure. I lean towards false on that one, and then this one, it never rains in Arch Aries, false. So it's almost like the only not false one so far has been the red handwritten, and the greens in these white boxes have always been false. So 17 for us. 18. White sun. We believe suns are always true. It has a blue memo, also what we believe is true. So let's confirm green memos in pink boxes are always false. Green memos in pink boxes. So I think we would consider that true. Green memos in pink boxes. And so far, the only green memo in a pink box was the green handwritten, this one right here, and we said it was false. So that makes sense. There is no realm that flies the white flag. We knew that to be false. Green memos and pink boxes are always false. So I think that's true, especially because it's a blue memo in a sun box. We got double going for it. So give that a nice big T. Okay, this next one, pink moon, green memo. So green memos in pink boxes are always false. So we should believe that this is false no matter what it says. And it says, you have seen all the memos that appear in this room. And based on continuing, we for sure know this is false, because we have definitely not. We can kind of just learn that by drafting this room again, to be honest. But it helps that our rules also confirm that. That means that we're on the right track with our rules, which is kind of why it's good to double check. Like, okay, sun boxes, blue memos so far have always been true. And this is a blue sun with a blue memo, and it says the next 4 boxes marked by moon symbols contain false statements. So there is no reason for us to believe that this is false. Everything that we have learned so far in this game, in this room, through these memos, leads us to believe that this should be true. So keeping that in mind, that does change a couple of our upcoming ones, which you'll see why it kind of makes me sad, based on one of my upcoming ones. But we have pink flames, and this is a a green memo, but it's handwritten. It says red memos and blue boxes are always true. So I believe that this, I believe it's false, but I'm not going to 100% write it down because we've gotten the box that says green memos and pink boxes are always false, and that is true. But I don't know if handwritten counters that yet. So tentatively, this is false. Red memos and blue boxes are always true. It could be sometimes true also, since it says always, or it could be never true, but we don't know. Black sun, this is a blue memo, this should be true. Handwritten green memos are always false, but would be true if you changed one color in the text. Okay, handwritten green memos are always false. So I think that actually makes this false now, rereading that. I feel pretty good about that based on the next one. So that helps. That's not one that I actually had written down, so that's why it's helpful to go through this. So I think this is false. Red memos and blue boxes are not always true. Doesn't mean they aren't ever true, potentially. We have to remember that with the word always. But this one is true. Handwritten green memos are always false, which is also really interesting because now we gotta go back and look. Come on. We gotta go back and look. What other handwritten green memos do we have? We have a red handwritten. Oh, interesting. Okay. So it says, handwritten green memos are false, but would be true if you changed one color in the text. So let's find the handwritten greens from the start. Okay. Handwritten green. Very interesting. So this one, there is no realm that flies the white flag. I guess if you changed the color, you could say blue flag, and that would make it true. You could say a lot of colors that don't exist in this game. So you could potentially make this statement true if you change the color. It doesn't specify what color you have to change it to. Green handwritten is what we're looking for. Red memos in blue boxes are always true. Okay. If you changed one color in the text. So that makes this really interesting. It could be blue memos and blue boxes are always true. It could be green memos and blue boxes are always true. It could also be red memos in white boxes are always true. Red memos in black boxes are always true. So we don't really know which one would make this one true, actually. That's a toughie. But we know this is true. We got a second back-to-back black sun, no? Oh, shoot. Did I screenshot the same one? Huh. Let's see what we got next. Okay, this is what I have written next, so I must have gotten out of order. So we'll have to fix that, but we will delete these two. Yeah, 23. We'll rechange the names then, but okay, so this is a green handwritten one again, so we have to remember that last memo. And this is in a white flame, which I don't believe we have anything specific about white flames. We've gotten a lot of white flame boxes. And it says the next 3 green memos you find in this room will all be true. So this is supposedly false unless we change the color. So false unless, oh god, this is really awkward. Unless, we'll just put that. So the next 3 blue memos you find in this room will all be true. That would make sense. Or the next 3 red memos you find in this room will all be true. We don't quite know. I would assume the blue memos would be true, would be more likely to be true, but it could be trying to tell us that it's the red ones. We really don't have any way to know for sure, I don't think. All right, Black Moon. Don't think we have anything about black moons. We have Pink Moon. All pink boxes with moon always contain false statements. Believe that could be true. We know that boxes marked with moon don't always contain false statements, but they can. So this one says, as you have always suspected, there is more to the den than meets the eye. And actually going back to this one, which we know is true, the next 4 boxes marked by moon symbols contain false statements. And unfortunately, this is the first moon statement we have received. So as excited as I was to think that there might be more to the den, I believe, based on what we have found, that this statement is sadly false. So when I was going through this, I realized this, and I was really sad because, yeah, I thought the den has always been a room that I've been, I think like most people, it just feels like there's gotta be something more to it with all the clocks, the swans, like, you know, and it's being mentioned with the sin sloth. The memo we got in there mentioned sloth. And so thinking back to it, I'm like, maybe it's just a hint towards room 8 to help you in case you don't know what sloth is and couldn't figure it out. That would be a hint to help you figure out how to solve the puzzle in room 8. That sloth is the, you know, laziness, which is what's kind of described what would happen in the den, is just kind of wasting time. So sadly, I'm going to put this as a pretty confident false statement, which means we wasted 6 hours of game time standing in the den on our last playthrough, but alas. All right, we're down to our last 2 boxes, and then we'll actually get to the gameplay. We've been blabbing for a while, but I think this is really good to review. White sun, blue symbol. We believe this is true. It's a sun. It is a blue memo. And so this is pretty cool, and I do need to think about this a lot. The symbol, the infinity sideways 8, is used to denote the unknown, death, and the number 8. And I think this is true. We know it denotes the number 8. It's also seen on Draxus's window from the chapel. I guess, what do you call those? I'm blanking on what you call them. Stained glass windows. On the stained glass window for Draxus, and Draxus is Draxus the Dead, so he would represent death. So that also makes sense. The unknown. It's very interesting. So I think we got to go back and find places we've seen this symbol again and see where it might fit into being death, or might also fit into be the unknown. So very interesting, but we're going to call that one true. And for our last trick, Do I have one more? Maybe I don't. Maybe I didn't take a picture of the last one. Shoot. I thought I had them all. I think because I accidentally skipped, I think I had one. So the last one I wrote down is a white moon, which we don't know to... Well, we believe this should be false based on number 20, saying the next 4 boxes marked by moon contain false statements, and this one says there are 3 memos with false statements in the clock tower. And I also went back into my VOD of when I solved the clock tower puzzle, and there were only 2 statements. So this is false, 100%, based on 2 different reasons: our knowledge in the game and based on the memos. So we still have 2 more moon symbols that are... The next 2 memos are still going to be false. So let's get into it. We've talked a lot already. I've also been thinking, I've had a lot of theories about certain things, and I need to... Most of them are just happening, like, randomly during the day. I'm like, oh, that would be a good idea. And then I don't write them down, then I forget them. So they'll probably pop into my head as we go. Stuff about the clock tower, I mean... Clock tower with secret garden has been so interesting to me. We did get freezer at the end last time. We also had... We have 5 keys. Did we get that because of clock tower? Oh, we did have clock tower. Yep, because we did that. So we want to continue to do... I mean, one of the big things is just doing the Rain Cape blue rooms. That just makes the most sense. We have the key card. We have a lot of gold, which we may not end up needing, but I think if we can get... Okay. So there's 2 things I want to try using the Banner of the King. There's a few things I want to try. One thing is I want to try filling our entire house with bedrooms and then getting the servants' quarters and trying to see if anything happens if you get every bedroom in the house. So we could try that. The other thing we could try is I would like to try and get every... Really, you could do this with any room. Oh, okay. Never mind. Scratch that. I want to do shops because I would like to... attempt to purchase a special key from the locksmith once I have found every special key that we know exists in the game. So the silver key, the prism key, secret garden, car keys, key card, and see what it gives us, because it's not allowed to duplicate. I'm pretty sure we've gotten every vault key. Maybe it'll give us a new vault key. Yeah, I would really be interested to see if we had them in our inventory. What could it give us? Or even doing that in the same way with like the music room, because music room has to give you a major key. So anywhere that has to give you a major key and having those in our inventory would be pretty cool. So I guess the decision here is which one would we want to try? And then do we want to try to utilize that with the outer room that we get? A shrine would be great. We had shrine, and I think we messed up because we got the freezer. So if we have some sort of way to re-roll, which if we get study early, probably makes the most sense. So we did den. I mean, we could just take den. Sorry, Den. You don't have anything, apparently. They told me. It's their fault. Could adjust some of these. Ooh, coat check. Okay, I like coat check being common because we're putting good items in there. Kennel is fine standard. We gotta make sure we take care of our doggies. To be honest, casino, I love gambling in real life, as my wife would say, but to be honest, I'm not a big slots fan. It's probably the one game that I don't like. And roulette's cool, but you only get to do it once a day, and as of now, I haven't really found a need for this room other than getting money, and as you can see, we don't need a lot of money, so we're doing just fine. Where is it? It's in found floor plan. It's added studio edition. Mount Holly Casino offers an intimate and exciting setting for wagers of any scale, and guests may be surprised to discover how much strategy is involved in these machines, which are traditionally only thought of games of chance. A buy-in of 2 gems is required for admittance in this exclusive room. So I don't think there's any... I think the strategy is only on the slots. And I understand the strategy for the slots. It definitely helps to get the better one where you get 5 rerolls. But yeah, we just don't need gold. So, you know, if we really had needed it to buy the blue tents, then we could have, but so that's fine. I like getting coat check as a less rare room. I also, if we're gonna do the bedroom plan, take observatory. I would like to get really close to 100. See what 75 does. If we get do the bedroom plan, I would like to try and work our way from up here to get the ladyship's chamber. Okay, so what do we have? Okay, so it's probably going to be 100 before we get the next, because this is the inkwell, which now we know is not the final star constellation. These are all good things. Getting very close. So we kind of want to go up and over if we can. Oof. Could just put lost and found here. Out of the way. We don't want to lose keycard, so can't actually go in there. I mean, we technically have options. I really want study, but I think we're gonna have to wait. Try and snag that. There's a chest. Trophy room. We'll take the gems. Okay, now we want something with a couple of doors. Yep. I'm just getting these at the wrong spot. Passageway doesn't do us good right here. Key. So there's one bedroom. They really want us to do this. Take the keys. Shoot. I mean, at this point, we might as well just take study. We'll just have to go up through the observatory, and maybe we can come back up and around, but yeah, I really want to be able to re-roll with our gems, and this is just wasting doors. Sadly. So, let's head to the outer room. Now we can completely choose what we want to get. Oh yeah, we have this amateur lockpick and the brass compass. I'll take the lockpick kit. It's not even really needed, but we can combine it. Compass for now. We don't always want doors that go north. And especially where we're at with all of our redraw ability. Okay. So. Do we want tomb? There's not anything we really need down there. We're not going to do schoolhouse today. Shelter could protect us. But I think we would rather have shrine or hovel. And hovel if we're going to do the bedrooms. Shrine if we just want to get a blessing. Let's just do a blessing. I have no clue. Like, we could give so much right now. Is there anything I really need to buy? Like, we can probably save a little bit. Whoa. I just did 80. I think that might have been the most I could have done. Or something just passed on my screen, but we got stuck at 80 and then it just hit confirm. So we got the blessing of the berry picker, which we've never had. While drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do, draft a floor plan at random from your draft pool, disregarding rarity. Interesting. Okay. For 7 days. Yeah, we've read about that one. I'm curious to think about the positives. Or like what we could potentially get. I mean, we could just take treasure trove right here. And then we just go up to foundation. Or we take parlor and we try and get... The problem is all these blue rooms we will not get up here today. So nook, study. We've got an observatory. We would not get parlor. If that's a room we want to look at up there. Can also redraw. Could pick a wild berry. I'm fine. I mean, we have so many blue rooms that we've got to deal with today, so... Or currently. Might as well do it. These are always fun. The empty boxes are both true. Okay. The empty boxes are both false. Okay. This is not an empty box. Okay. So if we say this is true, this is not an empty box, it means it has the gems. Okay. The empty boxes are both false. So if this is true, then these two are false, making this statement false, which I don't think works. It would make this false, the empty boxes are both true, which also doesn't really work. So what if we say this box is false? This is not an empty... let's say this is true. The empty boxes are both false. The empty boxes are both false. So if this is true, then this is false. And this is false. This is not an empty box, which means it is an empty box. And the empty boxes are both not true. Or they're both false, essentially. Which works, because they're both empty, and they're both false. So that works. If this is true, the empty boxes are both true. So that means this is empty. But there would have to be another one that's also true. And if this is true, then it has the gems in it, which doesn't work. So it'd have to be false. So it would mean this has to be true. The empty boxes are both false, which I don't think works with that statement, so I think we're just going to go with white. Probably overthought that more than was needed. Ooh, chapel, secret passage. Secret passage is so interesting right now. Okay. I'm gonna try something kind of crazy. I'm gonna secret passage and then pick a wild berry. So are these the only books that we can choose from for sure? So if we just choose a color. It almost looks like a black book. And then we open. And we pick a wild berry. Is that gonna do something weird? I just got a blue room from a secret passage. Doesn't appear it did do anything. I'd love to get this room as a, oh, Zara, I miss you. As a room on rank 8, just to see if there's anything else that can be said. Okay. Let's do... We could just keep going up. We have key card. We have plenty of keys. We haven't done conference room as one of those rooms yet. Let's just keep going up. Dining room, workshop, closed exhibit. Just take closed exhibit here. Going up. Chapel. Okay, now we're on rank 8, so now we want to start getting blue rooms. Blue rooms. We have done the kennel. We did learn the names of the dogs. We have not done break room, so we could do that. Yeah, I think that's worth it. New blue rooms are always good. Also, I was so curious one day, I was looking at this and just like, what is this? I guess this is called a 9-ball rack. I thought maybe it could be like the realm sigil for nuance, I think. But there's actually a 9-ball rack. I gotta imagine this thing's back here, no? Behind the bar. And this bar has basically provided nothing this entire time. Guess not. Where are you, blue memo? Are you hiding up here? Huh. Under the pool table? Hidden somewhere? Is it in here once we solve the puzzle? Interesting. I don't see it, so let's solve this and maybe it's here. 11 rounded to the nearest 10 gives us 10. Okay. 10 times 10 is 100. Minus 23 is 77, rounded up to 100. Divided by 5 is 20. 30 times 2, 60, rounded up to 100, times 3 is 300, also just rounded up to 300, divided by 10 is 30, divided by 15 is 2. It's a long way to get to the 2. Oh, there it is. Sneaky. The bullseye operation can trigger multiple times. Okay. I think that just means... take a picture of it. But I think it just means in that puzzle, which we already know, I guess if you were struggling to solve some of these, that like the bullseye operation would be the squared or the rounding, that you have to do it each time that color appears on a different basically tier. So didn't really tell us anything, but that we didn't know. Okay, so we're definitely gonna redraw. Always want blue rooms here. Ballrooms are so interesting, but I don't want to walk in there right now. Utility closet's interesting. That's one that I felt like there's been something. I really want ballroom. We can go up and around if we need. I just don't want to burn all my gems. Let's do utility. That's actually one I was thinking about as potentially having some information. Mostly about this guy. I've wondered about this forever. Now, you know what's going to be really annoying? Oh, God. Is that it's probably behind this wall and we have to solve this puzzle again. How funny. How funny of them to do that. Just like the break room. They're gonna make us solve this, so. Okay. Shit. Okay. I forgot how this works. Okay. What was the code? Oh. I think white is the third one. I read it somewhere in here. But I do not want to guess. So long ago that we did this. Yeah, it's off, blue, green. Oh, white is here actually. White, red. Oh. Purple. There we go. This is off. That's blue, and this is green. Wow. Dickheads. DC Power's designs for the VAC controls were partly inspired by the gift they received from their client, an original Morajai box. Okay. It's a little lore. Herbert sent them an original Morajai box, and they're like, well, that sounds fun. Let's do that with our thing. I've kind of wondered about that because the colors, the realms, I guess this could be considered black. But there's blue, which isn't actually a realm as far as we're aware. Green for nuance, white for Morajai, red for Fen, for Raja. You're just missing orange and yellow. But I guess those are pretty close colors that might not feel like they would be distinguishable on like lights. Let's take cloister. Do I even have a shovel? Damn it, coat check. Would really like to have something that kind of like a 4. Might have messed this up. Might have to just take like boiler room. That's fine. Okay, we definitely don't want any of these. Done workshop. None of these are blue, thank you. We could do office or classroom. Classroom's kind of curious. Let's take classroom. My wonder about classrooms is if you could get a different memo based on the grade. I guess we'll see what the first one says. I would lean towards no. Ah, it's right there. I would lean towards no. That, it's always the same. But we might have to test that hypothesis. That's what this game is all about. Oh. Okay. This doesn't tell us anything we don't know. But it does make me think that there's a good chance, potentially, that every classroom has a different one, because this is specific to this classroom. Green for Nuance, pink for Vera, orange for Corica. Oh shit. I mean, this is literally about the flags. Corica is on here, Nuance and what was it? Vera are not. Oh shit. Okay. That's kind of spicy. I'm thinking about some of those classrooms. There's some stuff in there that I still don't quite understand. Specifically the like big map boards and then Arajan. Would be the two. That would make me go, oh, okay. I could definitely learn some stuff from those. The math ones, not so much unless there's some special secret, but we did aquarium. Wine cellar. Ooh. Dining room could be interesting too, but wine cellar. Wine cellar, yeah. We did aquarium, which we also need to lower the water at some point in aquarium to Figure out what that is. The red herring. Alright, little blue memo. Why do you hide from me? Haha, there you are, sneaky. The numerals below the coat of arms are 4 different numbers, not 1. Okay. So this could mean a couple of different things. This is very interesting. It could mean that this is like 100, 20, 10, and 3. And those are your 4 different numbers. And it might not even be that. It might be, you know, or 1,000. Sorry, 1,200, 10, 3. Could also be like 1,100. Then 110, 2, and 1. How to know? The other possibility that might be more likely, because that seems too difficult. But this game's difficult. It could be 12, 13, 1, 2, 1, 3. Which I've actually thought about this a little bit, which was that it could do with the numeric core. Which if we were going to do 1, 2, 1, 3 as a numeric core, I'm pretty sure we just get... I don't know if I talked about this on the game or not, but 1, 2, 1, 3 as a numeric core gets you 1. I did it in 2 different ways, and no matter what, it gets you. Right? It's 1, 3, 1, 2. Right? No. 1, 2, 1, 3. I wrote this down actually wrong. 1 times 2. I wrote down 1, 3, 1, 2. This is 12, 13. So if you do 1 times 2, gets you 2. Minus 1 is 1. Divided by 3, that doesn't get you anything. That gets you 1/3. So let's try 1 times 2 divided by 1 minus 3. 2 minus 3 negative 1. Huh. That doesn't make sense either. $1,213. 1, 2, 1, 3. The numerals below the coat of arms are 4 different numbers, not 1. It's not 1,213. It's 1, 2, 1, 3. Damn it. More questions and answers. numerals below the coat of arms are 4 different numbers, not 1. 1, 2, 1, 3. Is what I would think. Can that relate to numeric core or anything? 1, 2, 1, 3. Does it have to do with what's on the thing? Like 1 swan, 2 spades, 1 something, 3 hollies? And why does that matter? Damn you, Herbert. Okay. Treasure trove is great. We always want to get more of the treasure. Okay, so this is a pink flame, which I think we know to be pink boxes with the moon always contain false statements. Pink flame. Maybe it's something about it. Blue boxes marked by flame contain false statements. I think that could be true. If this is a green memo, it would be false in here. Okay. Let's take a screenshot while we're doing this. Give us something spicy. The true treasure of the trove is in the house. Okay, well, we know that's false. Because it's green in a pink box, which we know are false. Based on one of our things said, green memos in pink boxes are always false, and we know that to be true. This was in a sun box. Green. True treasure. I don't even need to fully write this down. Also, we know the opposite was true, so. Cool. Thanks for nothing. Just kidding. Everything helps in some way. Do we want the money? Yeah, maybe we might as well. In case we get freezer. Okay. I wouldn't say no to anything that wouldn't say no to anything that gets us stars. It's January 23rd. I feel like our mom's birthday in this was coming up. Surprised no one sent a happy birthday to her. To me. Maybe they did, and I just haven't checked the computer terminal in a minute. Okay, so we could totally just scrap this from here. I will definitely take aquarium. I think we'll use up our berries just to see what happens. Oh, shovel. I also wouldn't mind getting... Never Banner of the King, which is hilarious. Let's do the shop rooms. Yeah, let's just see what happens. If we can get a bunch of shop rooms here. We'll have the locksmith. Kind of need options for doors first. We could see if we could pull off all of the shops. See what happens. Cocino. Let's do gift shop here. Just to connect them doors. So we're visiting. Forgot about these guys, but I don't really think there's anything in any of them. Be kind of crazy if there was. It's on the sacred hour, but I do truly believe there's still something more to the sacred hour that we haven't quite figured out. Something with a secret garden in the sacred hour, maybe. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I wanted to go outside and look at the blue tents. We need to do that before the end of the day. Apparently, it's been added to the campsite. We never actually went and looked and checked if anything different was happening. So we have master key in there. Could grab music room. Yeah, I actually don't think this was about getting shops. It was about getting all the keys, which as of right now we don't have a lot. So does it just happen to be on the secret hour right now? That's crazy. That tripped me out. I just went and looked at this and it was like, these are stuck at the sacred hour. It actually just happens to be 1:30 right now. Mind-boggling. Okay, well we kind of have to go up this way. This might not work out today. Silver key. Okay. We might have a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Might as well keep grabbing. We will want locksmith, but we definitely want to get more of these rooms. I'm just gonna assume that we have enough doors. Yeah. Could redraw. I want locksmith, I just don't want it right here. Workshop connected to a workshop. These are... Showroom's kind of interesting. Could buy some crazy stuff. No, not yet. We're getting low on gems, actually. Didn't even realize. Too late for an experiment. Well, let's check it out. Let's just do this again. We can at least guarantee we'll get a few. We just can't look at our map now. Okay, we could redraw once. Redraw twice. Ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Pretty sure that's just, we needed to go to the left. Casino is our only chance. Naturally, as we were shit talking casino. Screw it. Locksmith. So yeah, I wanted to buy a special key if we had... Like in this case, it's probably gonna give me Secret Garden. But I want to like get all of the special keys. And then get this, or like the music room. Could even get Mechanarium to guarantee you get a silver key. Like, there's ways I think to do it, and then you could see like, okay, what's the game gonna give if you have every special key. Oh, these the last berry for the laundry room. Well, we could trade our gold for... Damn. I wish I'd grabbed, what's it called now? Showroom. So we're at 78. We're climbing. I just wanted to go outside. Could always do that tomorrow. And just end. I don't remember where I have it. Let's see if anything's in here. Lost the coin purse. Anything new? Doesn't look like it. Just investor needed. Denoted in verse. On here. Where did I get it? Let's go look. See what happened with our blue tents. Do we have a bigger blue tent? Ooh, we got 2 blue tents now. Look at us. Dang, so there's our first one still. The campsite. What's happening in here? Look at all the books we've got. Dude, I've been sleeping out here for 75 days. 14-year-old, they still won't let me sleep inside, even though I'm the Baron. It's kind of fucked. Bastards are still making me sleep out here. Oh, bird baths. I know there's something more to you. I know where the parlor, not the parlor, the billiard room is. It's up on rank 8. We want to have the key card. It's just so valuable. Gonna lose all this gold though. Yeah, no other rooms for us to draft, so we will go to the next day. Okay. Nothing crazy, but yeah, the note in the winery is interesting. The note in the classroom is interesting. The fact that there seems that there could be more classrooms. The winery's making me think about the year 1312. Not 1312, 1213. Reversed it again. Okay. Shall we just make a commitment to trying one of these colors today? We could try for shops again. Rotunda would be an interesting room up there. On rank 8. Music room. Rumpus room. Trophy room. Nook. Ballroom. Garage. Pantry, maybe? Yeah, I mean, there's so many interesting rooms still. We did security. We did workshop. Pump room could be interesting. Boiler room. Pool? I don't know, maybe. Chamber mirrors. Yeah, we might just need to start busting some of these out. Let's go see what our outer room gets us. If it's like hovel, then I'll go for the bedroom plan. If it's not, we could take something else. I don't know. Shelter. Oh. happened if we pick a wild berry here? Oh, snap. Just got the greenhouse out here. I was kind of wanting to try and get a... Whoa. Crazy. I have wanted to get Secret Garden out here. Okay. Is this the same music note? Yeah. Look at that. Like, what would, like, Secret Garden look like? So could you put the lever here? Okay. It's weird. It's like part of the house is like built in here. How interesting. Kind of some interesting music that just started that I haven't. Okay, now it's recognizable. It sounded a little different than normal. Made me think I was onto something. So interesting. Okay, that was kind of cool. Didn't do a ton for us, but still pretty neat. Okay. So we have green. Do we want to do green rooms? Maybe get a bunch of items today? I like study off the rip. Especially the way we can collect gems right now. I like indoor nursery, but I think we'll take the doors first. It's like Nook. We're gonna need keys. In which case, I should have just taken the code check, but there's code check. Yeah, let's just get it. We have some doors. Now we can get through any door. Oh jeez, I was like, what am I? What's the key? Shovel. Love to see it. Probably hallway here. We're actually not gonna need keys. Yeah, oh well. Too late. Could hold on dig spots if we wanted to get a better shovel. Potentially. All these dig spots. Keep getting stars. We're getting close to 100. Can't grab secret passage at the moment. Bedroom closet does give us 4 items. Silver key. Ivory dye. I think it's the compass. We need to get some gems. I know we have a gem sitting in here. Probably should do parlor. Get some gems. You know, we should just have both. I don't know. It's possible that key works or something else. Okay, the gems are not in this box. The gems are not in the white box. So if this is completely true, that means they're in black, but the gems are not in this box. The gems are in the blue box. Okay. The gems are not in this box, and the gems are in the blue box. Oh, geez. Okay. This is a little interesting. So let's try working this out. If this box is completely true, the gems are not in this box. The gems are in the blue box. Okay? So they're in the blue box. So one of these two has to be completely false. And one of them has to be any combination. Fully false, fully true, or half. That's what makes this difficult. There's a lot of combinations here. So if this is fully true, we're saying the gems are in the blue box. This says the gems are not in this box, so that would work. And the gems are in the blue box. That would also work. So it's completely true. Can this be completely false? The gems are not in this box. False. The gems are not in the white box. That's actually true. I just realized that these are actually the same. Okay. So I don't think this can be fully true. Let's try blue fully true. The gems are not in this box. The gems are not in the white box, which means they're in the black box. So this says the gems are not in this box. That would be true. The gems are in the blue box. That would be false. So this is a half false box. So this needs to be fully false. The gems are not in this box. False. The gems are in the blue box. False. That would work. So I think they're in the black box. I didn't even check the other option, but I figured it would probably work the exact same way as... Oh, secret passage into nothing. How does that work? If we grab secret passage here, I'm assuming the door's just open on the other side. Nothing weird happens. Workshop. Lost and found. We could put that in a dead end, but I guess we're kind of down to one door Probably need to redraw. I guess we gotta take it. Or redraw, but... we need some gems. I could really use... yeah, it would be clutch to find the lever and battery. And then make the workshop. That would get us partially there. Probably gives us one of the other. Oh. Coin purse, that kind of hurts. That kind of hurts, game. Oh, jeez. Kind of hurts, game. Maybe gonna have to go from the bottom. Okay. It actually could have been much worse. Secret garden key, okay. We're kind of cooking with some keys now. We've done aquarium, so we could try dining room here. I wouldn't be so opposed to that. I'm looking for the blue memo in here. This is for trophy room. Okay. Where are you, Mr. Blue Memo? Are you in the wine? 1213. Ah, here we are. There are 10 different dishes that can be served in this room. Interesting. I was not aware. Does it have to do with the number 10? I don't think it does, but... let's draft these. Oh yeah, indoor nursery is actually so good. Wish we had been able to draft that earlier. But for the gems, this is really what we needed early, and I should have taken it when I had the chance. It would have been very strong. Okay. Well, got to be careful here. Could take aquarium. Think I like it. Lever, gem. Okay, just need the battery pack. I can dig up all these things. Can get some gems in here. Thank you, thank you. Okay, what are we looking for here? Who knows? Master key. Rumpus room. Okay, I'm down. Down to see if there's a secret about Alzara that we don't know. About his secrets. What he tells us. Hopefully something about Alzara. I feel like it would make sense for him to be hiding it. It's right here. This is a long one. The real Elzara was an Arajan soothsayer who belonged to the royal court of Ares. He was banished from the realm in the 15th year of Agera for a prophecy that did not come to pass. 15th year. Royal court of Ares. Orinda Ares? The 15th year of Agera. Not Agera. What does Ej mean? Oh, is this like pre? Interesting. This is like ancient times. I think it's been referred to. If I remember correctly. Interesting bit of lore there about our friend Elzara. Agera, because we have Ejsi. We have the Ejshi, the Insi, the Orsi. The Ejsi. EJ. I know I have Aj and Ja, but what is Ejera? Ejera. Interesting. Not Ajera or Iraja. Interesting. That's kind of a new word. Ejera. Yeah, there's definitely stuff about Arajan that we do not understand still. Master key. We've gotten these. Oh. Fudge. I don't want to waste. Okay, we've never gotten conference room. Whew. Okay. We gotta get more gems before we drop this last one. Okay. Phew. Oh, it's right there. Let's see, it's sticking out. Red memos were created by Kirk Darren and approved by the Baron and questionably served as the estate's primary security system. Approved by the Baron and questionably served as the estate. The red memos served as the estate's primary security system? Is that because he would leave fake information and then see who was like trying stuff? Like safe code 9083. And then see who's trying that on different safes? I don't know. Oh, Rotunda would be sick. In the last spot, which I don't think it can be, so. Oh, ballroom would actually be perfect right now. I need gems. Do we do a wild berry? Yeah. Oh, I'll take observatory. We haven't grabbed observatory yet, so we're up to 82. Maybe we get some sail. These are both not exactly what we're looking for. Thank you. Casino Royale. We could use some rerolls. Have I drafted any? Oh, no green rooms. I need green rooms to have a gem. Need some green rooms. Mail room. I was gonna take a mail room, but maybe that wouldn't be bad as my last room on the rank 8. Commissary. Maybe we can buy some gems. Looks like gems. Because we haven't, sweet. Got some food too. Sweet. Okay. We're cooking now. We didn't order anything, so we got gems. Okay, we can do the last room. Could do garage. Could redraw. Screw it. Let's do garage. I'm trying to get them all at some point. Oh, just don't be in the freaking car. That'll kill me. That would also be so mean. The other ones we could do by solving something. This is something we have to have a specific item for. That would be just cruel. What's it beeping on? Oh, so stupid. Like, what is this thing going crazy about? Okay. Ugh, I have a feeling it's in the freaking car somewhere. Damn. Right in here. Yep, I definitely think it is. It's a nice little look, but damn you, Herbert. Alright. Oh, we gotta get locksmith. Music room isn't bad either. That might get it for us. We have secret garden key. We have silver key. I think we want doors though. Yeah, we need doors. We need options. There's other rooms I want. Fuck. Just need options. Secret passage into nothing. Pool. Can that get us any special keys? Maybe in the locker room. Yeah, let's do that. I don't think we've done drawing room on rank 8 yet. Just keep getting stars. Also shovel, damn it. Well, there goes our could use this. Pellet. Press X in any room in your house. For 1 week. Okay. We gotta be careful. I think last time I used it in a spot that I didn't necessarily want to get rid of. How many times have we drafted Lost and Found? 16 times? Okay. Let's see what happens at like 20. Pump room is kind of interesting. We were gonna look at the aquarium. There was something interesting about aquarium I was thinking about. Oh yeah. What would happen if you used your shelter protection on an aquarium? I need to write that down. Would that do anything? Like, what's the negative effect of aquarium? I guess that it would be protecting. Pump room. Okay, yeah, we did want to lower the water and see. Probably gotta take secret passage here. What do we want? That's what green does. Will it like randomly give us secret garden or something? What did give us another veranda, which I don't think. And a second greenhouse. Special cost bypassed. Huh. I think we only have one veranda in our thing, but in our pool, so it just added extras, I guess. Interesting route. Locksmith. Because we want those garage keys. Gallery right here. How funny. Okay. Oh, okay. We could freeze all accounts for tomorrow. Not the worst idea here at the end of the day. I like it. Could have done conservatory, but okay, let's see if we can buy the car keys. Or is it gonna give us the prism? Oh, we never got locker room. Do we have any way of opening the antechamber? Didn't use secret garden key. Well, shit. And we can't buy it because we... we fucked up. Yeah, okay. Well, we kind of blew this, so... Damn it. I guess we go back to garage and just see. Otherwise, it's one we did not find the blue. That's so annoying that would be in the car. Like, you have to have the car keys for it, if that's true. Damn. It's one of the few keys we didn't get. Is there a chance there's like a trunk that I didn't grab earlier? If I didn't lose my shovel, I could almost make something for it. Also, what room do we want to get rid of? By pressing X. Do we not want to see tomorrow? Or for a week? Could have done gallery. If I were gonna choose anything, I would almost say like throne room or close exhibit. Like, besides the doors, they don't really provide much. What if you did it a foundation? Excuse me. That'd be kind of interesting. Press X in any room in your house. Starting tomorrow, that floor plan removed from the house and draft pool for 1 week. Whoa. So what if we did do it on the foundation? What if it... or the antechamber? Or the entrance hall? Whoa. Could you do it on those rooms? Even though they're permanent? It says removed from the house. Kinda curious. Well, it's gotta be in the car, because I have not found it anywhere else. If it was somewhere else and I missed it, it'd be kind of crazy. Yeah, there's just no way. It's gotta be in the car. Fudge. Okay. Foundation has been removed from the draft pool for 1 week. What the fuck? Okay. I kind of want to try it on, like, the entrance hall. Like, what would that do to your house? Okay, let's go check aquarium. The reason I'm doing that is because we actually can get 5 blue rooms up here now. Okay. So let's go back to what this note said for this room. So much happening. Blue memos. Aquarium memo says, this tank contains a red herring. We know it was on this tank. It was like right here. So I think it's this whole side. Contains a red herring. Now with the water empty, would this pop up the same? So there's 2 possibilities. In the water there was a red herring, which I maybe didn't look close enough, but the other thing is that it has something that is misleading, essentially, or incorrect. I mean, the layouts are not exactly how or the red herring is the note. The note itself could totally be a red herring. I'm just gonna take a picture of this. So my other theory that I want to try out is kind of an interesting one, but it has to do with this being a red room. And if you remove the negative effects by blocking it with the shelter, what does that do? So I think I'm gonna leave it empty for now and try and attempt that at some point, but I can't tell anything at the moment. I think we just want to go drop off the master key. Did we even do a... We didn't do a... Shoot, I'm not gonna get a key card. Okay. No key card. So where do we want to end? Is there anything that helps us tomorrow? Not really. Alright, just go drop this off. So we potentially are not going to have foundation for a whole week. See, this one is full. Okay, so we can actually confirm. Is there a red herring in here? Are you red, sir? You look like kind of a clown-looking fish. Could this be the red herring? Kind of could be. It almost kind of looks like it is. Based on the pictures of the drawings we've seen. I guess it could be, but I don't know. It looks like the same as these fish, but just darker. I don't know what that means. It's probably just a red herring in itself to make you second guess everything. Like this game does. I didn't dig anywhere because I thought I would come back, but... Oh, that would have been sick if that was the car keys. Oh, we have 2 more. I don't even know if I can make it back. Damn. Alright, I think we're toast. Where did that? Okay. Oh shoot, drop off the key. Okay, well, we'll have a lot of stuff for tomorrow. I think we're gonna run it back one more day. We're also at 83 stars. We're getting so close. If we could get like a good experiment where we can get a bunch of stars, we could have it fairly soon. Oh, we didn't get treasure trove. Damn. Another miss. Day 80. Ah. Going through these days a little bit faster. Just trying to get the information we need and not spend too much time worrying about what we're drafting, but still kind of doing that. Oh my god. It's gone. That's actually nuts. Okay, well, we're gonna have to... Wild. I wonder if we could move where it's located if we draw it somewhere else, but we won't draw it somewhere else. Interesting. I wonder if it'll, after a week, it'll pop back up. It's either like super good, or we may have just completely boned ourselves. I actually really want to try that on the entrance hall though, because like, what would the game do? I don't know. Okay, we didn't order anything, but we get a shovel, magnifying glass, some gems. We'll have plenty of rerolls. Oh my god. Let's get some keys. We're definitely gonna need keys. It's a little scary because at some point we're gonna run into key cards. This could also just absolutely crush us. We have rerolls, so it's unlikely we will get completely stuck unless we run into security. Okay. Would love treasure trove, but need something. So we're here for the steps. Beautiful. And a key card. Tinkle. It's fantastic. Oh, my bad. Take my gold. You will open this box and find it empty. A true box contains the gems. This box and the white box are both false. Okay. This box has to be false. And by it being false, it means that the white box and this box are not both false. And if it's false, it means this is true. The true box contains the gems, and then it says you will open this box and find it empty. Which could be true with this. If this is false, you open this box and find it empty. If this is false, then it has the gems. And this would have to be false. A true box does not contain the gems. Could this be true? It can't be true. No. I think it's gotta be white. I think white's gotta be true. Don't want lost and found right there. That is for sure. Keep the stars coming. Keep the gems coming. All these are good. If we needed the inkwell on desperate option, but we're really trying not to. Could have redrafted. I like getting security. We can do an experiment. Okay. Crank this up to high. We don't have to use as many keys. And then let's hit this. Let's do an experiment. Do we want to order anything? Let's check staff services, staff announcements. Still nothing. Oh shit. What the fuck? Wait. What? When did these come in? I didn't think there was anything new. I've just been missing them. Oh my god. Okay. We have some stuff to catch up on too. Land's sakes alive, I'll be blowed. I have absolutely no idea how he's done it, but it appears Simon has somehow reestablished satellite connection from the estate, assuming this isn't a glitch. Either way, now that we have a connection again, I'll be able to check network activity logs and find out what happened. That's gotta be Randolph Moore. I can confirm that this morning I was driving up to the estate to reset the house. I did see that the satellite was up, so it appears the young master does, in fact, have complete mastery of the house and Babbage. Yay, I'm going to guess that means he's likely already reached room 46 then. I knew he would pull it off, I just knew it. Congratulations, Simon. Kimberly Thompson. Oh, thanks, Kimberly. Kimberly, I can't confirm with any certainty that he's reached room 46 yet, but from the activity I can see on the network, I'd be very surprised if he hasn't. So congratulations are in order for me as well, Simon. I too knew you would pull it off. Randolph Moore. Holy crap, there's so much. January 10th. A few nights ago, I saw Florealis in the sky, which is incredibly auspicious since tomorrow marks the beginning of Morajai's winter harvest and the celebration of the third paragon, Rhina. The farmers of Morajai always refer to the angels by their natural order, a preference Herbert adopted in his final years after his trip there. Oh my god. That would have told me the natural order thing. We figured that out on our own, at least. And I wonder what made these start popping up. Was it getting his last will? Maybe? The farmers of Morajai always refer to the angels by their natural order. Celebration of the third paragon, Rhina. Yeah. Shit. So in this case, she's 3. Because she's listed as 1. Yep, and I have it 6, 7, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Okay. That's a big clue right there that I did not even check. If we want to try to communicate with Simon, is it better to post here or to send him emails? Kimberly Thompson. I think the announcement board here is slightly more convenient as it's a way for the entire staff to contribute without us doubling down on information or bombarding Simon with dozens of holiday will wishes. Randolph Moore. My god, there's so much. What have I been doing? Simon, now that you have a satellite connection, you should be able to connect to Synca to download some new experimental data packets for the lab. We've been working on a lot of interesting and innovative experiments here, and it would be great if you could try them out for us and provide us with some valuable data more. Simon, I was having lunch the other day with Hartley Ruota, who was your uncle's valet and has been on the estate longer than anyone else. He told me that if you call it a day in some bedrooms, there are beneficial effects. I assume his own room might be among that number. Sounds like it might be worth checking out. In some bedrooms, Randolph. Thanks, Randolph. Yes, I've heard her ladyship talk about this as well when she was still with us, so I can confirm that there's some validity in it and it's not just another case of Harley rambling on, or maybe it can be both. I thought it was Hartley rambling on. Maybe I called him the wrong name. Simon, remind me, man, this is like almost today, when I come back to work to create you a Blackbridge admin key, as you are obviously very technically proficient, perhaps even more so than most of my staff here. Funny enough, following our format, the naming of your admin key would theoretically be Jones, which might be the first one where the admin key is the same as the last name. Funny. Crazy. Okay. I just assumed that there wasn't anything else coming through. Punch in, punch out. These guys have not been working for like 2+ months. Sorry. I'm kind of busy. Shovel, running shoes, magnifying glass. Do shovel. Magnifying glass has been really good. But I don't know if there's anything we're reading right now. No data packets. Is there more mail? There's not. It's a remote terminal into the laboratory. Crazy, okay. Did they tell us anything? I mean, the angel thing would have been pretty clutch a few days ago. But I'll have to keep checking this. One key, gem or die randomly. Lower the water in the reservoir by 1 level. Don't know if that helps us today. Probably this plus either the antechamber or gain 1. Let's just do that. I don't necessarily think we're dying to get in the antechamber right now. Have they added new ones? These all look the same. Could check, but I feel like they're gonna be the same. I want treasure trove, but I need some forking. We'll get treasure trove. Aquarium. The lighting looks so different. Is there anything about a red herring? Nada. Need some doors. That'll do it. Thank you, Florealis. Boiler room. Not really trying to do any power stuff today, so. Might as well use them. We lost the shovel last time. I got the key. Could do lost and found, or could do coat check here. Let's do coat check. Let's get this bad boy. Nice. Could get Ladyship's chamber here. Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna grab silver spoon. Shoot. That's okay. Easy master key. Lost and found. Ah, we have 3. We always have 3 every time. It's so funny. Let's take the lost and found and see. Oh, I could have rotated. What am I doing? Oh. God. All of these we kind of suck to lose, though. there's the telescope in there. Okay. Keep that in mind. Gotta keep that in mind. Double security. Don't mind if I do. Do this real quick. It's almost like these kind of reset. Oh, just kidding. What is this? Okay. Is this 5 squared and then flipped? So 52 minus 20 is 32. 22, 2 is 20. That's 5 squared. That's so funny. Rounded to 30 divided by 3 is 10. 12 flipped is 21, rounded to 20, plus 5 is 25, flipped is 52, rounded to 50, divided by 10 is 5. Oh, silver key. I like that. I like that. Oh, I really like that if we can keep gathering some special keys. Okay. What rooms have we done? Let's get workshop. I'm trying to get rid of as many blue rooms. Yeah, we actually should just... We haven't done outer room either. I haven't done a lot today. It's kind of crazy. Another workshop. Don't love where that's located. It also gets it out of our inventory. Gets us a door over here. Pantry and storeroom are both rooms we haven't done. Yes, treasure trove, absolutely. A lot of gold. Go buy what we need. Okay. So this is pink flame again. A lot of pink flames. Which has generally been false. With a red note. Okay. Yeah. Also not super helpful. I think it's just kind of telling us that the pink flames seem to be false. A lot of the pinks in general seem false. Don't know if we got anything that 100% told us that pink flames were false, but we got blue boxes marked by flame contain false statements as a possibility. Definitely not true. We know there was one that was spiritual. Which was, I think Morajai. Or no, it was Vera. They rode the turtles, right? Vera, pink, desert, turtle, spiritual. There's our workshop. Mr. Sledge. We have battery pack. We do not have the lever. Trophy room. I think we're gonna redraw so we can go up. Drafting studio. I like veranda here. We're going up. Should be burning our dice instead of our gems first, but we also have the emerald bracelet, so take the kennel. Hi, buds. Hi, buddy. So which is which? They don't have their names listed anywhere. I don't know what we're supposed to do with that information on their names. Which their names are also... No offense, boys, but... Oh, I want ballroom so bad. I might just do it and save it for later. We'll come back. Okay. See, buddy. What are their names again? Hot sauce. That'd be my wife's favorite. Carter. Chamber of Mirrors there would be interesting. Lab. Let's redraw. I would take any of these in that space. I would also really take Rotunda up there. Why are we using our gems? I guess it... Music room's kind of interesting. Canarium would also be interesting. We probably would have to have every door unlocked. That might tell us something pretty spicy up there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 currently. Would make it 5. Gonna have to choose something. Gallery. Library. What do we want to check out? Should probably check out these guys again. I mean, EPCW pump system told me nothing, but sorry. At some point we're gonna have to recheck that out just to get pictures of it. Kind of weird, but I'm gonna redraw. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna take music room here. We're not gonna get it on this today. There's so many rooms I want to attempt. Secret garden key. Okay. What do we want here? None of these. That's for sure. Offices could be interesting. We've done clock tower. We haven't done gallery, but I feel like gallery is probably just going to be a hint to solve the gallery puzzle. So let's try this. 21 steps. There it is. The king can castle by swapping with another piece. Sorry, my face has just been frozen like this. What? Swap the king with the rook. It castled. The king castled. What does that mean, though? It swaps to this room. Which is... Is this the office? It doesn't look like the same lamp. King can only be found in 2 rooms. Right? This one. I mean, that is that king, no? Actually, it looks different. What about in the actual A New Clue? Yeah, it looks like this. Looks the same. It's a white king. I mean, that's a white king, but I'm so confused. The king can castle by swapping with another piece. What the balls? There's definitely something more going on with chess. There's definitely something else going on with chess. Specifically the king and the rook. The king can castle. Castle, I mean. Could do mailroom. Could do trophy room. We have options to still get up there. Could do storeroom, bedroom, closet. Kind of weird. I'm gonna do storeroom just because we don't really need more gems right now. And I know we're getting 2 here, but storeroom's kind of just never been in that interesting of a room. So we'll see if we can make it a little more interesting. There are 6 permanent additions. Okay. We got them. Boom, boom. That was the last one then. Okay. Good to know. Definitely means we're getting closer to completing this beautiful game. But part of me wants to, and part of me does not. I can tell you that. Big part of me doesn't want to complete it. Wants to keep finding things. So castle. The king can castle by swapping places with the rook. That's how it works in chess. Yes. It would flip places, essentially. Could take pool here. Kind of would like to try pool rank 8 or mechanarium. Either one of these. I always want something else. We have both of them as an option. I think mechanarium's gonna need ooh. Man, I wonder if pool's probably gonna need to be like emptied. Could almost be sure. Mechanarium's gonna need every door available. So many redraws. Let's get something different. Stars. Oh, this one's empty now too, right? They both empty today? Broken lever. Alright, let's see what we get here. Trophy room, lab. I'm gonna rotunda. Oh, or pool. Ooh, this is so tough. We'll do rotunda because of the gem cost. It's so much more difficult. Where's this gonna be though? It's gonna have to be like oh, it's right here. There are 4 different methods to rotate rooms. Okay. Yeah. Is this considered one of them? Because you've got ornate compass, you've got the dovecote, you've got the dancer, blessing of the dancer. Is this the 4th, or is there something else? Hmm. 4 different methods to rotate rooms. tree? Oh shit. Dovecote. Or walk-in closet or pool. Dovecote's kind of interesting. Because Dovecote's one of those rotating. I'm trying to think what the other I'm gonna do pool. One of those other rotating. Give me the blue note up here so I don't have to go swimming for it. This might have been a mistake because then now I have to get pump room. Ah, shoot. I mean, which you still can. Okay. It's easy. I could get conservatory, but let's get pump room. We gotta lower that water. So that goes from 6 to tank 1. Right? Well, that's kind of cool. Actually, literally watch it happening. I wonder if you could do that with like aquarium and have it close enough where you can actually watch it change levels and then like if something happens while you're actually doing that. I don't know that. It's an interesting thought. Where are you? Wait. Not empty? Oh. The fuck? Eat. I'd be surprised if it was in one of these. Hello? Am I blind? Might be. Oh, I can just fall in now. We're on rank 8 now. What the heck? I'm so confused. there's only so many places it can be in this room. Hmm. Do I need to raise the water to the top? I'm just not seeing it. What the hell? There's like only so many places it could be. Oh, we could try raising the water, I guess. Unless this room just doesn't have one. Damn, this is pissing me off. That's not the one I meant to click at all. Hmm. Weird how it doesn't actually show up moving up. Yeah, I have no clue. I almost, like, this is like a weird rare thing that I want to make sure isn't some glitch. Like, almost just want to look it up. Is that it? Did I not see that? I never look over there? Oh my god. Is it right here? Holy crap. That was so hard to see. It's so high up. There's only one location in the estate where every room in the drafting pool can be drafted. There's only one location in the estate where every room in the drafting pool can be drafted. Where would that be? That doesn't even make sense because you have the bedrooms, Lady Epson's chamber and the master bedroom can only be drafted on the left and right. So where, what? There's only one location in the estate where every room in the drafting pool can be drafted. Oh, I think it's talking about outer room. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's actually would be kind of insane information if you didn't know. Could do locker room. Sure. It's too bad we didn't get the pool actually earlier because we could have tried to get all these ones done. Kirk Jaren's pseudonym. This might be a lie, to be honest. At this point, green are not always truthful. Is there any relevance to that it's X over each? It's very particularly placed right there, you know? It's just kind of interesting. Probably overthinking it, but as one does. That puzzle still vexes me. I wonder if there's anything that'll tell us more about that puzzle. 109, add 6, rotate counterclockwise, word east. Each. There's the damn car keys. Yeah, we would have found them in here. Okay. Kind of makes things interesting, though. We have silver key, car key, secret garden, key card. If we ever manage to get the prism key... Did we do the break room? This time, or did we skip it? Don't recall. If we ever manage to get the prism key somewhere, though, and then... Yeah? If we get prism key, we're definitely sending it for the locksmith. This might be the time. We got music room. How else can we could we get the prism key? Don't want to use secret garden. Prism key be in any of these rooms? Could be in the attic. Damn it. Nada. Nada, nada, nada. Okay. Probably should get some steps soon. Okay, so that just tells us the outer room, you know, you could potentially draft any room in the outer room. State, which makes sense. We know that. There's gotta be more outer rooms that we just haven't. Fuck it. Just build a bunch of shit. Probably wasn't smart, but here we are. I actually have so many items. Maybe this is the time. Car keys. Okay. Prism key! And the telescope! Is there anything new here? There's not. What the fuck do you mean? Why? Why are these things appearing here? I mean, I get it's lost and found, but... What are you telling me? What are you telling me? Okay. We need to go to showroom. Okay, this is kind of crazy. This might actually work. What does the silver spoon even look like? Proverbial silver spoon. Why does it not pop up? Okay. Kind of looked like it had some stuff on it, so I didn't really get a good look at it. It's just glitched. Okay. So if we think about it, we have like every major key. I guess maybe other than room 8 key that I can think of. Secret garden key, silver key, prism key. Oh, we just lost car keys. Fuck me. That actually hurts. Jeez. Sorry, kids. This is probably gonna build us the freaking... We're still gonna go for it. Planetarium. I think we'll try that up top. Loki could take gallery. Get the 8 key. Car keys, man. Bastards. I just know it's gonna make us the car keys. Maybe it won't. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. If he gives us car keys, We were so close. Locking, okay. So you can actually have 2 silver keys in your inventory. Apparently. What? No. I already had a silver key. Okay. Well, that clearly didn't work because it just gave us another silver key. That's bullshit. Okay, we want to go to workshop, dining room, up to ballroom. Check out what the note says in there. We could also just go up in the last of the lockers real quick. If it's worth it, Okay, oh my god. I'm gonna check all of these, like, since we have so many items. I feel like there's gotta be some hidden, you know, hidden contraptions they don't want you to know about. Yeah. Obviously do that with the metal detector. It's interesting, it's like high sensitivity locks. What constitutes a high sensitivity lock? I'm gonna do that. We don't even have a lever, huh? What do we do? We do sledgehammer or we do... I actually kind of want to try something with the jackhammer. Okay. It's so interesting that they get put here and then you just can't combine them with anything. You know, running shoes, just... Could do lockpick kit, metal detector. Or metal detector, magnifying glass. Screw it. Can light candles and ignite fuses. What other fuses do we think we could ignite? I think this is furnace, is it not? Hello, boys. Okay. Losing our gems here, but that's okay. Seems much easier to find. The majority of gems found in the house are artificially produced. rather than naturally produced. Major. Major is small name. The small nameity of gems. That doesn't make sense. Majority. So let's look at this. Walk in from the side with the piano. We walk in towards the middle. We do a little out. A little loop. Back. Observatory. It's actually good right there. So let's try this. Cause like, look at this. This is actually the mirror of the ceiling. I don't really know exactly how it wants you to do it, but in a rough flow. I don't know. Thought we might be onto something. Okay. Clock tower. Can probably go to rare for now. Pool's good there. Mailroom. Yeah, I think mailroom's fine as I'm not begging for it. Okay. I'll discard a wind-up key. Someone's not a fan of logic puzzles. I feel like there's gotta be also a reason why you're digging up logic puzzle keys. Like, that's gotta be used for something else. This whole time we've had this little wind-up key. It's gotta be used somewhere else. Foyer, clock tower. We could do pick a wild berry. Mailroom. Observatory, freezer, maybe. Yeah, just take observatory. I guess I could have gone for planetarium, but poop. Oh, Traxxas. The 87. Should check what time it is. Because if it's close to midnight, I will come back here. Doesn't that look weird? Pull up that picture on my screen and then we'll have the picture of the ballroom. I'm gonna pull up on my other screen and try and follow. I'm gonna flip it and try and follow the exact path. This may not actually mean anything, but kind of bum-ba-dum. I don't know, it's probably nothing, but I just can't shake the feeling that most rooms in this game can't shake the feeling that there's something more to them. Like, it's so interesting of a room. You can actually see Mount Holly. Like, is there something I should be seeing? 8 by 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 by 8 rows. Let's go check the time. Yeah, it's not even close. I think we've been in this day for so long. It's past potentially midnight? 8. Maybe not. I don't know. It's, 5, almost 30. I don't know. I feel like the messages in here feel like under these stars the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide on and music swells, and at the end the clock strikes 12. What that means only time can tell. Something happened here when the clock strikes 12. 2 remain for one last dance and spin again around clock hands. And as they turn, a second chance to rise above the falling sand, the true time lost in past romance. It's either that or the sacred hour. There's something on this picture that shows the time. Something to do with the in eclipse. I really feel like that gotta be in here at a certain time. 12 p.m. maybe. Two remain for one last dance and spin again around clock hands. And as they turn, a second chance to rise above, like clock hands. They circle and they rise above. The true time lost in past romance. $12? $1:30? Nobody knows. Okay. What are we doing now? Getting the fuck out of here. We're gonna head down. I actually wanted to check security real quick for one little thing. Do we want to change the water levels? so this isn't one little thing, but we did want to check. We're in 1994 now. One of the rumpus rooms.
As it
I don't
was
know when I
foretold,
see it.
I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Faintly in the mist, I see a figure. A statue cradled in a courtyard of sentinel stone. You will find yourself one day wandering these paths, walking in the footsteps of the past.
Okay, I understand that. That's all referring to the map. Yeah, this is what we wanted to see. Train station.
Searching for a shadow that will never be cast.
Secrets in the Shade of Truth.
Longing for the day to end. The hours to pass.
And then it's at 12:15.
What you have heard here has been foreseen
Longing for the
by the
days
great
to
Alzara until the dawn of the following day. I will
12:15.
have nothing more to say.
Waiting for a shadow to be cast. I feel like that's... We seek what's in the Shade of Truth. Something at 12:15. Waiting for the hours to pass. Gosh. Yeah. That one's interesting. Okay. Let's go to the outer room. The one thing we didn't do today. Oh boy. Keys. We're getting there with things. Kinda, sorta. Not really. Open you all. 'Cause I can. Haha. Okay, so it's still only like 6, so it's not even night yet. Still showing daytime. I feel like there's gotta... Oh my god, look at all this gold we're not gonna take, but... It's not even that much, but it's decent. I would be so interested if we got that to get rid of the entrance hall. Let's actually go down there and see what happens now that we don't have, That's actually... I didn't think about that, but... Can we even get in here? Where the fuck would it take us? Will it just not come down? Damn it, that would have actually been insane. If he could have taken it up and it would have just been like... Damn, okay, yeah, it just won't come down. Because it has not been drafted yet. Let me down. I think it's one too low. Yeah. Could be more in the safe house, but I've been in there so many times. Okay. Let's just double check it didn't come down. Okay. What are you pointing at, sir? This is the way. Has this clock always been frozen and I just have never noticed that? It's stuck at 8:30. I thought it moved. I don't know if that means anything, but freaking time in this game just has me very confused. Where and when and where I need to be certain places. Yeah, it's not that time. There's a particular shadow maybe that's going to be cast at 12:15 somewhere. So something I wanted to try was, I just wanted to try drilling in here once. Despite having been warned of the cavern's stability, you may be able to use your makeshift jackhammer to mine for additional gems. However, each time you are successful, the chance of a mine cave-in will increase. Be forewarned, a collapse of any skill will permanently close the site, and with it, the daily gems it provides. Okay. I haven't done it yet. Just kind of wanted to see what would happen. Because it says, like, here's also the equipment. I don't think we're going to need more than this, especially if we're going to limit excavation to 2 stones per day. I was told by the engineer that getting greedier than that might risk the structural integrity of the cave wall, so I suppose we'll have to adhere to his expert opinion, at least for now. So, I don't know. Thought maybe 94% though. No, really, I mean, we're not in any dire need of gems most days, so. And if we already have a jackhammer, then any dig spots we get are gonna turn into a lot of gems, so. I don't know if I really see the need for that, which is maybe why I thought perhaps something else will happen. Let me out. Can't keep me here. I'm done. Maybe at 12:30 a special shadow will be cast here. $12:15. I just don't understand, like, what does this door require to be opened? There's something I'm missing in any of these rooms. What do you require? Use the berry picker blessing to draft something just random out here. Where do you have shrine going? So let's see whatever random shit we get down here. Foyer. Never know, these could have changed. J.R. Yenna. I also think Yenna, I think I figured out, I was thinking about this, that Yenna is actually rain, not land. I was like, it could be land, but I think it's actually rain, which could be rain or like your reign as king sort of deal. Rain or rain. Major Nicholas Key the Fourth. That still feels like it's gotta mean something. Major Key. Nicholas Key. Because the rest of these guys, like Lord William Epson, Baron Thomas Sinclair, these two make sense as busts. Baron Edwin Sinclair. I don't know what Edwin is, but he's a Sinclair. Then you've got Count Isaac Gates, which was part of that puzzle. You've got J.R.E. Yenna, part of the J.R.E. family. But then you have Major Nicholas Key. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck are you? So, okay. Foyer's nothing really different, but there's something else I realized about Arajan, I think. Maybe this is going to cast like a particular shadow. So right now it's like, oh, low-key kind of looks like Angel Tower. Where is that shadow even coming from? There? I'm not even sure what building that is. The shadows point to something at 12:30. I'm deep in the weeds. Oh, there was something about erosion that I feel like I realized a word and what it meant. Hold on, let's go find. Gotta go to break room. I've also gotta hit up code check. This is quite the route. What do we want to put in code check today? Master key, emerald bracelet, ornate compass are all very good. Master key's been really nice for us though. I'm actually gonna go open all the lockers too. Any chance we could get rid of something good in here that we don't want? Prism key. Compass. Okay, reducing the crappy stuff we don't want. Do we want to... I feel like there's enough good things now. Okay, one more. Cigar and key. Una más. Silver spoon. Ah! Okay. Cigar and key wasn't bad, but I didn't want to lose the silver spoon. I think the game is glitched, showing that I have 2 silver keys again. There's a space. You get bugged. It's all about the money, money, money. So that's a red herring. That's what a red herring looks like. This is all, what I'm realizing about the red is like, it's like in his book, he wrote all this stuff and then he made edits to his stuff after. Crossed out the rumored. He circled grotto in reference to room 46. He had a red herring. Doesn't exist, red herring. He drew a red herring afterwards. He also crossed out below the foundation, full house of 45 rooms plus bunk room. Possible locations, and why did he write theorized locations? I don't know what his thought process is. Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. I don't think he is at this point. There's nothing that's pointed to him being anyone else but Kirk Darren. Okay, so I made it here. So real quick, I wanted to look at the erosion and see if I can remember what I was thinking. So I actually took some time the other day while not playing. Oops. is that? To write out this note. So this is what I have, and there's a few things where I'm not 100% sure, but O vel dahiris, to my first daughter. To my Daj, I think, is first. Or not Daj, Aj is first. Daughter. Iris. I'm pretty sure Iris is daughter, because she writes, goodbye, my something. And she writes, my mother, I'm assuming, Jora. It's like word A, so name A. So it's like mother, you know. So it says I think it says like our day, our night, our world, or you are my day, my night, my world. I gift to you my house to the south tomorrow, and then I'm not sure if it's like tomorrow you will not have me, or tomorrow basically like new day, your future is without me. Old are le and then tomorrow I will not have you, basically. Or tomorrow my future's without you. I think this is like her death note, basically. She's saying goodbye. But first I bid you will heed my word. This is the part where I'm confused. Her word is you are Odd Iris. Iris we figured out is daughter. Odd Iris. That's the thing. I don't know what odd is. I don't think it would say you are odd daughter. Ulod Diris. I'm not 100% sure. The thing that would... Yeah. I mean, her birth certificate... I went on a little bit of a brain... I don't know. Where I was like, am I crazy? But she has the birth certificate that says she's to her parents. But what if that was like fake or something? Because I was like, odd daughter, what if it means like you are not actually our daughter or something? Because then it says, you are not House Sinclair. You are not House Ebson. Forget. And then Ein. I'm not 100% sure if that's like life. I feel like there was somewhere else where that's used, and down here. Forget your something north. So I figured like life, something like that. And then she says the big thing, your name is Jari. Your future is to south of Fen. Fenvo. Away from Fen, basically. And then this part is kind of crazy. Your life, and then it's Uldain. If like Dain is life, I'm not 100% sure, but if Jora is mother, would Joro be father? So it's like your life, Uldain Joro Vo, your father's life is away, or is there, like there, not here. So I don't know. And then it says Ovaraja, Tordaraja, Tuaraja, Ovis Navare, to south a new future. I think we need to draft classroom. Or draft schoolhouse and get as many classrooms on rank 8 as we can get. and see if that gives us some hints on some of these words. To south, a new future. Goodbye, my daughter, your mother. I feel really good about like 85% of this. So it's basically her goodbye letter. But she's also telling her, I don't know if Mary knows this going into reading this letter, that you are not, like, that's why I think it's like, you are our daughter. Like, you are not our daughter, because you are not House Sinclair, you are not House Ebsen. You are JRE. So, I don't know. I thought the JRE was kind of part of the Sinclair line, or like Herbert's mother was JRE, potentially. This shit's, it's confusing. And then, you know, we have no idea what happens to Simon Sinclair. So, yeah, there was something I was thinking about with... There was Yenna being rain or rain. Potentially. Yeah, I think we need to, for sure, draft classrooms. I think we might get some good information there. So. And then, yeah, I keep forgetting to look at, like, right and right as potential similarities. Castle and king. God, there's some... Castle and king. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now with my brain. This game is pretty remarkable in the things that it can do to all players. Everyone I've seen play this game that I've been kind of watching loves it, but also is like, gosh, how is this game just keep doing stuff like this? How does it have more to give? I do not know, but I do not have any more to give tonight in this video, so thank you so much again for being here. I'm loving this game. We're on day 80, and at this rate, we'll definitely be making it to day 100 with how much I feel like we still have left, so yeah, we still got more to do. Love this game. See you guys all very, very soon.